Hello everybody and welcome back to some delightful little Dome Keeper. I think we've been doing some prestige-y kind of runs, or like, you know, the prestige mode runs. Do a little relic hunt. Let's have a bit of fun. Relic hunt style. Shield. Artillery, dome, engineer, dragon, pet, knight, Templar, suit, proceed. Brutal, huge map. Yeah, that's fine. Boop! Nailed it. We managed to have a stroke all the way through that, and we came out the other side. Feeling good. So what are we doing with Dome Keeper? Well, now we've officially unlocked everything, which is something we have never achieved before because we've lost our save progress twice, and each time I hadn't unlocked everything. This time we have, which is huge. I thought I had a tail for a second there, which is huge. So now we can do whatever we want. Trouble is, we've done so much already. So what I'm probably going to do is a little relic hunt now to, you know, a palette cleanser, if you will. And then a bit more minor mode, because I've heard from people in the comments that they really enjoy minor mode. So I'll play a bit more minor mode. And then, I don't know, if suddenly more content comes out for Dome Keeper, we play the content. If not, maybe we throw Dome Keeper onto the old temporary hiatus. It's not something that I want to do or like to do if people are like really enjoying a series, but I'm kind of running out of things to do in Dome Keeper. You know what I mean? Things that I'm like having fun with. It's just becoming me talking, which is fine, but it's not really billed as a podcast, is it? It's billed as Dome Keeper. So what I'll probably do is I'll take the slot of Dome Keeper and I'll replace it with something else temporarily, because I'm never going to just cancel Dome Keeper, because they are making more content. You know, we've talked about it. They want to add multiplayer, they want to add new things, and if they're like, by the way, surprised we added new things, well, yep, go fight. I'm still in the minor mode headspace from last time, where there are no enemies. Boop. Boop. Nailed it. So, if there more content, easy money, we come back. We play the new content, we have a good time. All is well. Until then, I'll probably replace it with something. What? Oh, that's an awfully good question. I don't know yet. But I appreciate you asking. I don't know. I don't know what's out. I don't know what's about. I don't know what's going on, what's happening. Part of the reason that I haven't already put Dome Keeper on hiatus is I'm getting a new PC, which means there's going to be a process of setting up, downloading everything, getting all my settings back to the way they're supposed to be, that kind of stuff. And so I'm building a bit of a backlog so that I have time to do that. Then, you know, get games downloaded, things like that. There's a process to like getting a new PC. And so while I'm doing that, I want to have enough videos to cover me while I go through that process, which is why I'm doing a few more Dome Keeper. Oh, time, okay. But when it's all set up, I'll probably do something new. Nail it? Kind of. Well, I think I just maybe hit. Yeah. Okay, so the splash does enough damage to then one hit the next guy. So yeah, I'll probably do Dome Keeper until I get that set up. Once that's shipped, yeah, it gets to me, and then I'll set everything up, and I'll be updating drivers and getting things downloaded and installed and all that kind of good stuff. And so probably after that is when Dome Keeper will go on hiatus. Don't worry, I'll let you know at the start of a run when it's like, oh, this is you know, this is probably going to be the last run, the next, you know, 3 videos or whatever, however long the run takes. This will be the last one. I'll let you know when it's going away. It's not going away just yet. Then you got to think about, what do you replace it with? Because there's no game quite like Dome Keeper. There's similar games, but nothing with the same pizzazz, the simplicity, and doing the same thing. There are games that look and feel like Dome Keeper, but I'm not mining or keeping a dome. You know what I mean? We have 12 money, by the way. I haven't spent any money at all. Please I need you as an audience to be better at reminding me telepathically to one of you's running a psyop on me telepathically right now. You need to be better at reminding me to do these things, is what I was trying to say. Ha ha ha, good bit, me. Thanks, me. You ruined it. Anyway. No. Yeah. I knew it. I felt it. It's like, that's the end of the wave. Pow, 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 pow. Followed by a ka-dunk. And a ka-dunk. Hell yeah. Now, I don't know, like I said, what I'm going to replace it with. I'm not saying I'm doing it. But, on the topic of new games, well, not really new games, EA, having made exactly one good decision in the last 14 years of game making and producing and distributing, they decided to put all of the Command & Conquer games on Steam. Why? I don't know. Never come to realize that their EA Origin app, now apparently called EA App or EA Up, is in fact arse. As a concept, it sucks. No one likes it. And owning games on that thing was a pain in the ass, because so often they're like, I'm not actually sure that you own the game that you say you own and that we say you own. We're going to need you to re-download it just to verify that you actually own the game. Pain in the ass. It sucked. Now they put them all on Steam. All of the Command & Conquer games. What a legendarily good decision. EA taking a single W in the last 2 decades challenge succeeded. So I'm excited. I'm not saying it's going to be on the channel, but you never know. But those games are bangers. Every single one of them is a banger. Some of the best real-time strategy games ever. Honestly, I think they did it just to compete with that Tempest Rising game that's like a spiritual successor to Command & Conquer. They're like, do you know what? Here's what we do. If we just re-release all of the good Command & Conquer games on the PC gaming platform, and it's like £10 for all 12 games. Well, 11. They also give you Tiberium Twilight, the 4th game. We don't really talk about that. So, you know, they give you 12, but really people only want 11. They're like, what if we just re-release them all on the marketplace for PC platform gaming? We'll easily get some money. And then they released all of those 12 games for, you guessed it, 10 Earth pounds, which I believe is maybe 12 Earth dollars? US? 24 Canadian, maybe? I don't know the Canadian exchange rate. It's that your dollar is different to the US dollar, and I think it's almost double the US dollar, or am I thinking Australian dollars? Maybe Canadian dollars is like 1.5 the US dollar. So it'd probably be like 20 Canadian. 20 Canada bucks if you're keeping track at home. Oh god. Oh no, I nailed it. I got him. I killed them. I killed them. Anyway, they finally made a good move in putting all those games up there. I'm excited. I'm going to play the hell out of them. I can't wait to have just bought a new PC so that I can use all of the improved processing power of modern day PC technology to play my favorite Command & Conquer game, which came out in 1999. Obviously, the game was never meant to be run in such high fidelity and with such performance. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, I can see in my mind's eye the pixels right now. Oh, baby. Oh, there's like 5 whole polygons per model. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. It's going to be a good day for me when I start playing all those games. Starting to lift. And if you're a real-time strategy fan, seriously, like £10, $12, you know, 20 to 24 Canadian, probably about 24 Australian. Don't know any other currency conversions. Oh no. I reckon I could convert it to yen if I needed to. I think probably 1,200 or probably 1,300 yen if you need it in that currency conversion. Give me stun laser, by the way. You're welcome, international audience. Pick it up. It's so cheap for 12 games, and 11 of them are good. But I liked Tiberium twice. Listen, we all thought we liked it, okay? We all thought we liked it because it was the first Command and Conquer game they made in years. Probably a decade by that point. I don't remember when Red Alert 3 came out. But then they were like, oh, we just won't do anything for a little while. And then they were like, maybe. Well, what did I buy? Monster Buster. Okay, yeah. And then they're like, what if we made the game that's like, you know, the quintessential base building game? What if we took out both base and building? How good of an idea would that be? What were you thinking? What the hell were you thinking? It's a base building game. You don't build anything and you don't construct a base. That's for damn sure. You don't even harvest the resource, Tiberium, that you harvest the whole game. The money that you earn. You know, like StarCraft, I don't know much about StarCraft, but you harvest those crystals or whatever they are in order to get money. Imagine if they made a new StarCraft with no base building and they took out the money. What the hell would be the point? Anyway, I'm gonna go off for a sec. They cut out base building and so many mechanics from Command & Conquer 4 as if it was a corporate restructuring, as if removing base building saved them overheads. They're like, well, we don't have to maintain the land rights for all of the buildings anymore. We don't have to maintain maintenance duties for all of the buildings anymore. We'll just condense all of... We'll plan for roughly 40% occupancy because everybody works from home these days. So we'll just... What if we instead make a game prepared for 40% occupancy of staff? And then they made a game prepared for like 14% occupancy of player base because everybody thought it was shit. And it was. Anyway, all that said... Back to my original statement. All that said, EA taking exactly 1 W in the last 20 years. Feels good. I don't know. They've probably made some good moves in the last 20 years. It's probably the last decade that EA have made terrible decisions. Because, I don't know. Probably whenever the last Command & Conquer came out is when they made a good move. Because we already know for a fact that my favourite came out in 1999, so it's been about 25 years now since they nailed that one. Which is a lot. I'm being facetious mostly because all of the Command & Conquers, except 4, are really good. And I love them all equally. Except 4. Please hit. Nailed it. So it's probably the last, like, 13 years or something. Oh, what was I looking up the other day? The last good year? Oh, it was 2017, I think, when Vine died. That's when the world really went to shit, I think is what we... I had some friends over the other day, we were just shooting the shit. And we were like, when was the last good year, man? It's probably when Vine died. Beyond that, everything went terribly. Beyond that, do you remember musical.ly? Musical.ly? That app that eventually became TikTok? I think it was absorbed by TikTok and basically became TikTok. It's one of those things where like, wow, our brand sucks, or like our platform sucks. What if we just took somebody else's? Easy money. And they did. And it worked. Because, I mean, look at TikTok now. Hell, I have TikTok. And I don't use it. I don't look at TikToks. I just make TikToks that I put into shorts. All of my shorts come from basically TikTok's creator tools. I don't know anything about TikTok. I don't watch them. I don't partake of the content. I use its creator tools to create content for here. Get debated. But they, you know, I think they made a good decision acquiring whatever that Musical.ly thing was, because it was just a bunch of e-girls singing songs badly. And, you know, Everybody has a genre they like. And the world went through a weird time where they're like, do you know what is... Oh, hold on. Let me... Before I just go off again. Just buy you for the auto repairs. Like, do you know what would really make the world a better place? Is what if we just had a bunch of people who can't sing? Sing a lot. That'll help. Dam's taking some hits, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's hit you. Excellent. Anyway. Musically. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Remember that? I'm glad TikTok got rid of that, because as an advert, it kept popping up everywhere. I was like, I don't want to hear you cover Adele badly, okay? No one does. Except apparently TikTok. And now TikTok does everything. And it's one of those that you've witnessed the evolution of a media platform. Kind of the way Facebook evolved from, hey, have all of your friends in one place to, hey, try and convince boomers to play Farmville with you because you're also a boomer and they're the only people who are on Facebook actively. And also they call younger people slurs on Facebook for some reason. I don't really know what happened to Facebook. Anyway, you watched Facebook evolve like that and you're like, wow, what a standout event. Surely that won't happen ever again. And then the same thing happened with TikTok where they're like, it's a bunch of people covering songs just genuinely terribly. And now they're like, what if you made pretty much anything as content and put it on here? But short. That's what it's all about. It's the new Vine. And now they're like, what if you made your TikToks longer? Because people like longer TikToks. Eventually, they're going to transition into, hey, what if you just made fucking full-length YouTube videos and put them up? And that'll be our platform. We'll be the new YouTube, and then they'll get acquired. If you're thinking about it, that's not a bad business strategy. Hey, what if we do what you do worse, but we also maintain like a 32% market cap on people who would otherwise be on your platform? Just like Zoomers who can't concentrate on anything for more than 5 seconds? What if we just channeled all of their traffic to you? Acquire us, and then they get bought for, you know, 30 billion. They get like Activision Blizzard King money. At 30-something billion dollars. $36 billion or whatever Microsoft paid for them. We promise. Everything will be fine. We won't cut a bunch of jobs in order to make the acquisition happen. Aged like milk, didn't it? Anyway. Oh, Portal. I love this. How did we get here? I don't I don't know. But everything I said previously about like, oh, I'm playing Domekeeper, but you didn't subscribe to watch me basically play the Domekeeper podcast. Oh, I'm enjoying it though. Turns out just being able to talk while not really thinking too hard, kind of a good way to communicate to people. It's like having a soapbox and standing on it, except, do you know what it is? It's, if you're not of the TikTok generation, or of the generation like I am just before those fucking Zoomers showed up, started ruining everything for us. If you know what I'm talking about, I'll explain. If you do know what I'm talking about, it's how people make these videos of like a psychiatrist talking about something with a Minecraft parkour speed run as the second, like at the bottom half of the video. Like top half of the video is captioned a psychiatrist talking about the role parents have on their children, and then the bottom half, in order to keep the Zoomers occupied because their tiny little goldfish brains can't cope, they have a Minecraft parkour speedrun playing just as something to watch. The pretty colours go by, you know? That's what this is. That's what the Domekeeper podcast is. But not that you're a tiny goldfish brain Zoomer. And if you are, that's okay. Okay, you can't change who you are. But if you're not, apes together strong, okay? Bear with me. It's basically, I get to talk about pretty much whatever I want, and you listen because mostly you're not listening I imagine. I imagine you probably don't listen to anything I say. Why would you? But to distract you, there's Dome Keeper, and you could be like, dude, I love it when he mines the things. It's my favorite part. Me too, brother. And it's just a way for me to be like, you know, I'll just talk about some stuff, especially now that we're not too focused on learning Dome Keeper, because we know pretty much everything there is to know. In fact, we're kind of killing it, and we have like 24 cubes that we haven't spent. But it's just like you get to watch this happen and not have to think too hard about what I'm saying. And if you don't really care about the game, instead you could listen to what I'm talking about. It's one of those TikToks where it's like, you know, they're talking about the impact of COVID or something. I'm trying to pick a subject not too on the nose for anyone. It's like they're talking about the impact of COVID, and underneath they play clips of Family Guy to keep the children entertained. Anyway, before I potentially do or do not offend more people, give me... We have 13 water. I go Electroblast frequently. Let's go Reflection. Plus more shield. I should have spent all 3 monies on this stuff, so I actually know where we're sitting at. My instincts were right. I was like, I probably shouldn't leave because I think we're actually right there. I shouldn't be focusing on you, by the way. I'm stupid as hell. You ever noticed that? Right, you got iced. You also got iced. Wow, that went really well. Sweet. Oh, yeah, the banger. Right, well, we'll move away from the Zoomer Boomer TikTok kind of thing. Probably. I think what I was trying to say... Actually, you know what? I have no idea what my initial purpose of that statement was. But I'll use it as a shameless plug. I'm on TikTok, and I basically put my shorts that you see as a short here on TikTok, so that I can use their creator tools, because their creator tools are actually surprisingly good. Basically, YouTube shorts, if you didn't know, they have to be 16:9 vertically. Well, they don't have to be 16:9, but they have to be aspect vertically for phones, because that's really the whole point of YouTube shorts. It's quick, under a minute, swipe, 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 watch the stuff. You know, click, 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 get through the algorithm. I don't really give a shit about that. I like to put funny things up as shorts. Oh, thingy. But their creator tools is just like, take a video that you want to shortify or TikTokify, chuck it in their creator suite, and just be like, sweet, bob, 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 and give me the aspect ratio I want. You can add stuff to it. Don't really care about any of that. Not my bag, baby. And then, because of the way TikTok is, it's like, oh, you watched this video? Like more than once? Because I watched it once when it went up to make sure it's good, and I watched it once when I put it up. They're like, oh, you freaking watched this thing? Check it out. We downloaded it to your phone. Like, thanks. I didn't want that, but such is the way TikTok works, and now I have my video pre-downloaded. So I can basically just be like, hey, just give me like the highest quality version of this, and I'll upload it to YouTube. Thanks, buddy. You do all the work and I profit. And by profit, I mean I put it up on YouTube, because that's all I do with it. Owned. But their creator suite is actually surprisingly good. If you're just trying to make a video aspect ratioed properly, is a nightmare, unless you have like Premiere, Adobe Premiere, or a decent video editing software equivalent, right? And when you're like, I don't want to get Premiere or one of these things, because I don't have Adobe Premiere. I don't know if you can tell, I don't edit anything. I click the go button and I friggin' go. That's the way I make content. Mostly because it just means I can talk and I don't have to think about, oh, does editing this change the way the sentence structure flow? I don't care. My sentence structure flow is already arse. Nothing can affect me. I'm unstoppable. Anyway, If you want to just friggin' flip a video, or not, it's not even flipping a video to be vertical, it's 16 by 9ing a video vertically, but taking a slice out of your video that isn't just nothing, because you want to have at least some other context of what's going on. That creator suite is surprisingly good. You just be like, boom, 16 by 9 it, and let me take this segment of the video. You know what? I think we teleport her. I think it's been a while since we've teleported, and I'm gonna do it. I'm crazy enough to do it. Gosh dang it! Oh crap. Okay. I hate you. Oh, but you got friggin' owned by your own brother. Nailed it. Boom. Yeah, it's surprisingly good. So you gotta at least respect them for that. Speaking of which, I don't know if you know this. I don't know. I know it's like my stuff. I don't know how the YouTube shorts like actually push to people. I see them. I just see them in the shorts menu. I don't know if they actually push to your like feed or whatever. But I make shorts sometimes. This isn't me saying go watch them, I desperately need you to watch them. No, just if you're interested. It's mostly clips from games I recorded but haven't put out because it's not the right kind of content. You know what I mean? Bit of Lethal Company. Actually, I haven't put the Lethal Company up because of that. I have a homie who's like, I want to edit your videos because I want to learn to edit. I'm like, go for it. I ain't fucking doing it. But yeah, he's like, I want to do that, so I'm gonna get him to do that on the Lethal Company stuff, and maybe I'll put that up one day. But it's like a bit of Lethal Company. That whole discussion we had in Domekeeper about exotic animals, and by exotic I mean basilisks and the cockatrice. Turns out you can't have a cockatrice as a pet. Watch the short. It kills you if it breathes on you. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't before I thought about getting one. Yeah, so that's what I do in my shorts. I got some. I recorded some Helldivers. Oh, right, I got the actual wave timer now. So I know what the hell's going on. Speaking of Helldivers, a friend just started playing Helldivers, because everybody's playing Helldivers, because it's a banger of a game. I recorded some Helldivers with some friends. That's going to come out eventually. Please go, okay. Gotta get the rock, apparently. I'm bad. I'll just die. I'll be with you in a second. Good. Yeah, I recorded some Helldivers. I got a couple of videos ago. I got one that like it just wasn't suitable to go up because there were like a lot of cuts, like a lot of stops and starts in it. But there was some banger clips from that, so I'm just putting clips. I'm gonna make them TikToks, then into shorts. I don't know if you're Helldiver people. If you know what Helldivers is, but check it out because it's going to be coming out, and it's basically like if Starship Troopers was a video game. And some of you are going to be like, yo, Starship Troopers? Speaking of which, by the way, I know they made several Starship Troopers. As far as I'm concerned, there's only really one because the first one was the best and the others were okay. But, it's a one and done kind of thing. It's like how they only really made 2 Alien movies as far as I'm concerned. Alien and Aliens. But usually... So I got a friend that I played Helldivers with. And we're talking about it. And we're like, this game is awesome. It's like Starship Troopers, the game. And he went, I haven't seen it. And I said, what? You haven't seen Starship Troopers? He's like, no, I haven't watched that movie. I'm like, what? What's wrong with you? You love this game, which he does. This game is that movie as a game. He's like, yeah, I don't really watch many things. I've got... Not to go off on my closest friends in the whole wide world, but none of them watch any fucking movies, okay? Literally, like, the 2 closest people to me I just don't watch movies ever. It infuriates me. freaking passion. Because it's just like, oh, it's just like X. And I've got 2 people in my life now who I will say that to, and they'll say, huh, I've never seen X. And, oh, it drives me up the wall. And it just, basically, I know I'm tangenting quite significantly right now. I just want to say, if you live with someone like that, or have, to be clear, this is not my partner, because my partner basically watches any movie that I watch, because we go and watch most movies together. This is not her. Okay? This is 2 of my closest friends in the whole world who are just unbearably out of sync with any movie ever. And it hurts. If you live with someone like that, or have friends like that, I sympathise. That's all I'm trying to say. I sympathise. I know we were talking about Helldivers and oh my god, the name of the movie has just... Starship Troopers. It left my brain. Completely. I was so angry at my 2 friends. I know we were talking about, you know, Helldivers, Starship Troopers and all that. Which, by the way, if you are a Starship Troopers fan, either watch someone play Helldivers. Feel free to watch me play Helldivers when it goes up. Watch other people. It's so fun, and it's got the same kind of vibe as Starship Troopers. That kind of like, just thinly veiled, fascistic military vibe of like, you're not a real, you know, citizen unless you fight for the civil, or you partake of the civil service and civil liberties, and I'm doing my part and all that kind of stuff, but in like a funny way. In the same way Starship Troopers is, where it's like, oh, I get it. This world, you know, this universe is terrible to live in, but that's why it's fun to watch. The game is just like that. So either play it yourself, if you can, or watch it. Or watch Starship Troopers, and watch someone play Helldivers, because it's the same thing, man. It's so good. Yeah, and I hate my 2 friends so much. Please, watch movies. Any movies. So that we can talk about the movies. This is a plea. This is a plea and a threat from me to them. Watch more movies. I am no longer asking. Yeah, it's a really fun game. And it's a kind of like... People are gonna... when I say it. Potentially. But it's a live service game, right? There's a lot of games that are live service right now that suck. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, for instance. Performed terribly because... That's right, it was terrible. This, though, it's like live service light. You know? It's a live game, mostly because they have a dungeon master actively running the game. And they have live service elements. Not overly in your face, but enough to keep the lights on at the studio. Fair enough. But for the most part, the game and all of the content in that game is just fun and good. In a way that a lot of live service games kind of get horribly wrong these days. They're like, hey, we made a game, and then we decided to just make half of it. And we're going to put the other half up in live service updates. How cool is that? That'll keep player attention. And then everybody hates it, and then we enter into another games industry crash. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Helldivers. Watch or play the game. It really good. Even though it does have... Oh crap, I'm not going to be there with that. Stop the crow! I'm doing terribly, by the way, in this run. Because I'm not paying attention to... I don't know, anything? Okay, now that you actually are moving at a decent speed. Please don't... Or don't. Or don't, you coward. Or don't. I might need to temporarily focus on the game. I think we're going to die, actually. If I keep playing at the level I'm currently playing at. Oh, crap, dude, no. No, I mean, yeah, no. Go down. Then drop you. Then I can dump all of you down here. Huge. Yeah, I might need to dial in for a second. Just to make sure that I'm performing at a level that doesn't just get us killed. because I don't know if you've seen, I've torn through all of the cobalt we had. I mean, all of it. We got no cobalt, no hopes, no dreams, you know? Back then we had Ron Hope and Steve Jobs, and now we've got no hope and no jobs. Am I right, fellow boomers? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Oh, cobalt! Huge. Okay, maybe we're not dead. Maybe life isn't too painful. Let's drop it down low. And let's pull you in, and I need to return. I think I'm being too late on the return. You know, also I'm definitely doing. That's gonna kill me. Okay. I need. That's gonna. We're dead. We're gonna die. We're dead. Ooh, okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was too off on the Helldivers. Preceded by TikTok, preceded by why nobody listens to me. Anyway, give me the stun laser. I was gonna say I'm not upgrading the stun laser enough, but joke's on me. I wasn't upgrading anything enough. Okay, that didn't go very well. We'll be back. It's a good thing I'm not ending Don't Keep It just yet. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Helps out a great deal. Really appreciate it. Love your faces. For it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for content. Check the links in the description. And do you know what I mean? Did you catch that? Was I too fast? You'll figure it out. See ya!